What's going on, Rebels? This is Daniel, aka D-Force here. This is episode 3 of the Rebel Fitness Podcast. And I'm introducing my co-host today. It's Vanessa Barone, my partner, yes. Javi Fierro. Javi Fierro. And, of course, Felicia Lupu.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. So September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So our podcast is going to be focusing on those two topics. So my co-host for today, Vanessa Barone, we're both partners. And in the first episode, I had mentioned that we had partnered up in this venture of ours and creating this brand, the Rebel Fitness, which is turning into, the Rebel podcast. There's a lot of cool stuff kind of coming up in the future, but it's been nothing but a pleasure to be working side by side, fighting, sacrificing, clawing, wrestling alongside you, and just getting this gym, this brand where it needs to go. And she supported me a lot throughout the 10 plus years that we've known each other. And, I feel like, that we're family, and
Absolutely.
I appreciate everything that you've done personally for me. And I'm very happy that you're here today along, with this special show.
Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you for inviting me. It is an absolute pleasure to be here. But more than anything, it's an honor to be here with these amazing, victorious, strong, beautiful women today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for having me on the show, Daniel. Awesome.
So first up in our conversation, Javi Fierro.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing? How's your Thursday going?
It's doing.
Did you have a good night's sleep?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Good. Well, just to get right to it, one of the things that we wanted to cover is what got you into just training, being an instructor in general.
Well, it was never a thought. Never, ever did I ever think that I was going to be a trainer in my entire life. But 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I took my first Zumba class, and I only lasted 30 minutes. But it took about 6 months or so, and then I got the hang of it. And I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. I think I can do it. So after a year of doing it, I actually took the course and got certified, and then just fell in love with the whole thing. And that's how I started becoming a trainer.
Javi is an elite Zumba instructor at the Rebel Fitness Camp. We absolutely adore her and her energy and the love that she brings to our group.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you've on a personal note, you've helped me and my wife Liviere in our dance.
Yes.
I messaged her on Facebook saying, hey, we have some ideas. We're doing our first dance. I don't want to look like dum-dums up there.
Wedding?
Yes.
Yeah, for our wedding. So, I shouted the song that we're doing, Casey and JoJo, and we met up a couple times, and all the moves you taught us were the thing. So, at the end of it, at some point in the night, I was like, we got to tell Javi thank you and stuff. So, I know
welcome.
she showed you. So,
it was enjoyable. I loved it.
Yeah.
You are enjoyable. You're such a light.
You.
If you all don't know, Javi is your friend Javi on TikTok.
Yes.
And she is an absolute light on there. She brings joy to everyone who joins her channel. She does do Zumba online or on live on TikTok.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about your fun with TikTok.
Well, it's quite interesting. I just posted one video. I started TikTok just to start TikTok like everybody else does. And then I posted one video of me dancing with the girls, and all I put was stay, encouraged, have fun, be happy. I really don't remember what I said exactly. And it just went viral. It went went everywhere. And so that began the journey of TikTok. And then, just little by little, people like your personality and they start following you. And it's just become something fun and enjoyable to do.
Yeah. One thing that's really important to me is that fitness comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yes.
And you personify that.
Yes.
Because you are so athletic and so amazing at what you do. And what you do is you make people feel comfortable when they come in the gym. You make them feel like they have a place.
Yes.
Like you don't have to look like a certain model figure to do your class or to be fit.
Yes.
So
exactly.
I definitely appreciate that about you and you bringing that high energy and positivity to the Rebel Fitness.
Absolutely. Thank you.
How do you does your high energy come organically? Do you get anything to get pumped up?
No, it just comes organically.
You
the
just
people
go and you
around
go,
me just having fun because I enjoyed dancing, so it just comes naturally and it comes out. I love it.
That's good. Yeah. That's you could tell everyone has a lot of fun with you. It's
Thank
great.
you. Yeah.
Javi, tell us a little bit about your upcoming Zumba event at the Rebel Fitness Camp.
Okay, so September 24th. Well, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and this event is going to be held at the Rebel Fitness Camp on September 24th. And basically what we're doing is all wearing yellow to honor the children who have been diagnosed with cancer, who have passed away. We're honoring all of those children, just to kind of, bring awareness to everybody that, this exists. And
Javi, if you don't mind sharing with us a little bit, why is childhood cancer something that's so close to your heart? Can you share a little bit of your story with us?
Yes, I can. I'll do the best that I can without crying. Okay, guys? Okay. So naturally, I don't talk about this. This is a very personal subject, but this is very important to me. So when our first son was diagnosed with leukemia just short of his second birthday, he lived 8 months during the process, passed away. It'll be 14 years this October 17th that he's passed away. So that is why this is so near and dear to my heart, because I'm not the only person who's been through this. And I want to be a positive influence for those families who are going through this, that there is, light at the end of the tunnel. You can still be happy. You can still go through life. And because it's such a struggle and it's such a horrible thing for families to go through when they have to deal with their children having cancer. So, yeah.
I cannot imagine what you endured,
Really?
what you and your husband endured.
Yes.
And I know that you were blessed with a child shortly after his passing.
Yes, actually, I found out I was pregnant 4 days before his passing. And so I, naturally, I don't know if you were going to ask this, but it's part of the reason why I started a fitness journey, because during the time my son was sick, my only outlet was eating. Boy, did I still love eating, but I loved to eat, and that helped me get through the process. So when I got pregnant with my daughter and he passed away, that was the only outlet I had. I didn't have alcohol. I didn't have all the other things that you can imagine you'd want to do if something like that happened to you. So food was safe, and so safe that I gained like 70 pounds during my pregnancy. So when I had my daughter, it was very important for me to live my life with her and to teach her that, we need to live a healthy lifestyle. And having a mom who's severely overweight was not it. So when she was 6 months old, that's when I began my journey. And I was able to lose the 70 pounds. Still, we still got to process, you know what I mean? We're still, thank you. We're still going with it, but it's life.
It's life.
And so if it's what's keeping me going is that fitness journey and being around people like you guys and being happy and enjoying it, that's why I keep doing what I do.
Javi, your story is so important because there's so many people out there who are either going through that right now or have been through it and are in such a dark place and don't know how to pull out of that.
Right.
And so by you sharing that fitness is something that you can do to pull you out of that state.
Yes.
For me, it's so important. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about this business. I have a full-time job outside of the gym. This is my passion.
Yes.
This is not something we do for money. No. This is something we do out of love.
Yes.
For our community and for everyone who comes to our gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we do it with joy and absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
so.
We all have a story,
Yeah. When I didn't know this about you, and it wasn't just until we were kind of getting set up to shoot this that was just a little bit shared to me. So for you to have that energy when you come in and the following that you do and the TikToks that you do, they're so positive.
Right.
I find that very courageous, and especially for your Zumba thing, that's coming up and just meets with everything. I think it's very great. So
thank you.
So we'll post the information about the
Absolutely.
Zumbathon. It's on September 24th.
Yes.
At 8:30 in the morning.
9
in the morning. Okay.
9:30.
We'll post
9
the
or 9:30.
information.
9
And
to
then,
9:30.
are you finishing out this hour of Zumba with yoga as well?
Yes.
Assistant?
Yes. The last 30 minutes is with yoga with Claudia, most amazing yoga instructor.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we'll share that information with everyone. We hope you come and join Jave's event. And it's something that means the world to her and to all of us. So if you show up, please wear yellow in support of childhood cancer awareness.
That's right. Yes, I'll be there too.
I'll be there too.
I'll be there too, and
Yes.
I'll do a yellow band,
Yes.
and we'll go hard on it. Miss Felicia, it's one. Thank you very much for making time to come here. I know you have a lot of you have a busy schedule.
I do, but it's my pleasure to be here, and thank you. It's an honor to be invited here.
That's great. Well, one thing, I know you like working out at the gym. So what does working out at Rebel Fitness mean for you?
It is my way to connect with the community, the family that Rebel Fitness has provided to me. Because as I don't know if everybody knows, I don't have any family here. I only have my children. I have an ex-husband, which is supportive to a certain degree, but the relationships and the friendships that I established at Rebel Fitness, to me, Rebel Fitness is a family, and it means that I go there and I do the best I can. I work out. I bring my son along, and we all connect. And like Vanessa mentioned earlier, we don't have to be a certain type or you have to be a certain size to be fit. Rebel Fitness pushes me to the levels that I didn't think I was able to achieve. I'm like, oh, I can do that. All right.
Oh yeah.
And I used to be very competitive. I did soccer when I was younger. I used to run, and every day I'm like, oh, can I go back to that level? No, maybe not, but I'm here with the people that I love. I'm having fun. I run into you all the time, and you're dancing around me. And everybody's just wonderful. Vanessa's amazing. You are one of the most inspiring person that I met too. So, and just the families being there and teaching the newer generations that fitness helps you go through so much, and it takes you out from the darkest places that you can be.
It really is about mind, body, and soul.
Right.
And I think you touched on a really important point, that your fitness level or what you do when you come in and you achieve a certain level, and then before you know it, you've achieved above that level, and you just keep growing at your own personal pace.
Right.
So it's your own personal challenge.
Exactly.
It's so wonderful to see that growth with all of our members.
Right.
For October, since we're heading into Breast Cancer Awareness Month, hence the pink, the gym's gonna go pink, and for that we know that you've gone through a struggle yourself in that topic. So I'm sure when you say it brings you from the darkest places, that we know you went through one, and we're not talking about your ex-husband. So, I'm not right now.
He's good.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. Well, then, if you could share us our story about, you're a cancer survivor, and like what was it like, let's say, finding it? Did you find it yourself? Was there a lump? Did you find it yourself, or did it go for?
So my relationship with cancer is kind of special because I started my nursing career in a different country. I was a nurse in Romania, if you guys don't know that. And I took care of children with leukemia, Hodgkin's. And that was my first interaction with cancer. So when I came here, I started this job here, got my nursing license, started to work. I wanted to take a break from taking care of, especially children with cancer. It was devastating, and it takes so much love and compassion. It takes so much energy, and I went and I did different specialties. A long story short, I've always been the provider and the caregiver. Mm-hmm. And in October 2015, I found a mass in my right breast.
Okay.
And my heart jumped because being a nurse for so long and being such a, knowing everything, it just, like they said, nurses are the worst patients. Okay. So I did a self-exam, and the next day I was in my doctor's office and I said, I need a mammogram. Okay. So then she sent me to have a mammogram. They did find a mass. Sheila Villot's stuff has been wonderful. Then the following day, I had to go and have a biopsy. 2 days later, I got my diagnosis. And that diagnosis was delivered by one of my best friends that I used to work with. So all of a sudden, I'm not the nurse. I'm not the invincible mom. I'm not the healthcare provider. I'm the patient. And I'm looking, and I'm playing all the scenarios in my head. I'm alone. I need to take care of my children. I had one child in college at UC Santa Cruz, and the other one was, I don't even remember. She was, I think she was 7 at the time. But I felt helpless, and then I said, okay, I was a little bit in disbelief, so I've been through all the emotions that you can possibly mention, think about it. So I couldn't talk to my mom for 2 weeks. I refused to call her. My mom's still in Romania. And that very same year, we lost my dad. My dad passed away. So it was a very emotional moment, but I needed to pull myself out of the darkness because I had to fight this. I said, you know what? I need to fight it for my kids. I need to fight it for my dad. I need to fight it for all the patients that I have taken care of, and they didn't win that fight. Mm-hmm. And I was so lucky to be able to be in a community where we have so many resources. We know we have, wonderful physicians. We have physicians that work with UCLA, and they come and they bring their expertise here, and they have their clinics here. And we have City of Hope, and we have USC. And I worked with those doctors, and those doctors were my colleagues. And all of a sudden, I have to go and see them because I'm facing this. So it took me a few days until I pulled myself up, and I went and I saw Dr. Sinofsky, which is my breast surgeon. And then I said, okay, game on. I need to do a plan. Okay, we're fighting this.
Yes.
Nice.
We're fighting this. And then I chased all the doctors. I made all my appointments. Not even a month later, I did my double mastectomy and planned my chemo. And as you probably all know, I used to work out after my chemo, in between my chemo sessions, because fitness put me in such a state of mind that I said, okay, everything's going to be okay. It's an incredible, I'd say, incredible way to kind of re-energize. And not only that, but the people, your mom was there with me all the time. Yeah. She was supportive. Vanessa, it's just pretty much everybody that we know at Rebel has been helping me all along. So my child had a hard time. My older one had a hard time accepting that. But
yeah.
I remember when you used to come in to classes, and it was such an inspiration. And you think, oh, I can't do that, or it's too hard. And then you turn around and we see you pushing so hard in class, and it's like, if she can do it, anyone can. We
I
can
was
all
spinning.
Do it. Yeah, we can all do this. And you are just such an inspiration.
Thank
You're
you.
such a fighter. And I'm
Thank
just
you.
so proud of you and what you've been through and how well you've come through it. I personally recently had a mammogram that came back with an abnormal finding. And I was put through I want to say, torture of waiting 10 days for a follow-up. I had the follow-up, and they found 2 masses, actually. I did an ultrasound as well, and the masses on the radiology report say are probably benign. So the word probably is plaguing me because it's difficult. They say you have to wait 3 months. We'll scan it again in 3 months, and we'll go from there. And I want answers now, and I want to know that I'm okay now. But, that probably word is so hard to swallow. But I just keep moving forward. I've been taking more classes at the gym and staying positive. And trying to get my health together so that I can stay strong mentally for all of it. I pray and hope that I'm fine. I believe in my heart that I'm fine, but it just goes to show how important it is for women to get their annual mammograms and their exams. And I know you touched a little bit on resources within the community.
Yes.
Can you tell our listeners if they maybe don't have insurance or find something and need help, who can they call? What can they do?
So there's a lot of resources for breast cancer in our community. And I know that Sheila Villos provides free mammograms. There's an event that happens. I'm not sure if it's February, but I could be a resource for those women that are looking for maybe doing an annual free mammogram. And they also help women that struggle with financial situations that to help them to get a mammogram or just direct them to the surgeons. There's actually other resources out there. There's Center for Women's Health that work closely with healthcare facilities that can arrange support. And one of my dreams was to become a resource for women in the community, just to help them navigate to the healthcare system, because there's a lot of resources out there that women don't know about it and they need the help. Like, you should know that you don't have to wait 3 months. You can request to have an MRI right now. Yeah. So you don't have to live with that uncertainty, because the uncertainty brings stress to your body and you can't be yourself. You cannot take care of you. You cannot take care of your family, and nobody should be living with that stress.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm living through right now. And I do have a call into my primary care provider to see how can I push this along. I did long ago in my youth, I lost a lot of weight and I ended up getting breast implants. I cannot wait to get them out. I just want them out. I don't want anything in there complicating what could be. So that's my next step. So I'm working on it. I am advocating for myself, but I'm trying to stay calm. And again, the gym, fitness, you guys, the group, just having this available to me is honestly such a relief.
But also, I'm here.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
But I'm here, and I can, and one of the things that I emphasize in the community and all my coworkers and my friends and my family, I said, women know their bodies. Be in tune with your body. If something doesn't feel right to you, then go and search it, and then I couldn't emphasize more like early detection and prevention. Go do your mammogram. So what? It's uncomfortable, but we have to do it.
Absolutely.
Because there has been an epidemic of breast cancer. When I had breast cancer in 2015, very few women around me had it, but I had several friends, 7 to 10 friends that had breast cancer after my diagnosis. And I helped them through their journey. I explained to them that there's so many resources out there. There's doctors, and you can have a massage therapy, and you can have, somebody can pay for your wigs, and there's so much that I can guide them through. And some women are scared. Some women are just ready for this. But, we have to empower and support each other, because that's when magic happens.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. I'll mention briefly, one of our members at the gym, her name is Cindy Hall, has a sister who passed of breast cancer. She and her sister both go to our gym, and they put together these care packages for women who are suffering through breast cancer. And it has all these beautiful things in there, water bottles, different things that they know they're going to need on their journey. And it's such a blessing. There's so many people who care and want to be a light or help you smile through when you're going through something so rough. So
I know, because
I love that they do that. They do that in honor of their sister who passed.
Yes.
Sherry Strunk and Cindy Hall. It's a wonderful thing.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So Javi, does for when it comes to like your event and everything that happened with you, is Zumba your way out of, if there's for any like any highs and lows that you might feel? Is it a thing that you either get on TikTok to make you feel better, or is it a class that you kind of whip up to make you feel better? Is like talking about like this, like, does it trigger you like in any way of maybe like kind of like going backwards as far as recovery, or is it always kind of just still there?
You know, my husband is very good at talking about what we've been through, and he's very good with his words. I'm not. I'm more emotional when it comes to that. I want to cry like this quick. You know, I'm not going to say that it gets better in time. It gets easier. It gets easier. You don't forget. But because I found something that makes me so happy, it helps, you know. It's healthy, it's positive, it's something I can spread to other people. You know, my story can be different from someone else, but we're here for the same purpose.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on over here. It's kind of different stories, but the message and the help is the same. And and then even get to knowing this, you know, about you it's making me, you know, look at you just a little different, you know, because I love you so much. And
I love you too, Daniel.
And I didn't know you were going through, you know, through stuff like that.
Yes.
So I'm glad we got to bring it out.
And that's what we try to give is, you know, what has happened to us doesn't define everything about us, because we've gone through other experiences, and what makes us happy is what continues our journey. And that's going to help everybody else who's been through.
Yeah, it's definitely not who you are, but what you've been through and how you rose from it.
Yes.
And what you can do to share with others who are going through any struggle.
Yes.
And I say that because everyone is going through something.
Absolutely.
Every single person has a story. And sometimes we forget there's people who are unkind or just not nice people.
Right.
And you might want to judge them as you're not a good person, but you know what? I always look at people like that and I feel like there's something wrong. They're going through something.
Right.
And so instead of judging people who might be a little harder, I always try to love people through everything and remind people that we care.
Yes.
So many people are going through different things, mental health issues, finances with inflation today.
Right.
And it's tough. It's tough out there. And
Definitely.
so if you're listening right now and you're going through something rough, please hear it from me. You are worthy and you are loved and you have a place in this world. So smile and know that you're loved and you're worthy for everyone out there. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yay.
That was beautiful, Vanessa.
Thank you.
That was. I'm like, I'm in cloud nine with that.
You guys know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I am love. And I hope that when you meet me or you see me, you feel that from me.
Absolutely.
Always.
When Vanessa told me about her situation, it was just one of those things. I walked into the gym. There's a lot of things kind of going on, this and that, and and she's like, "Oh, hey, I have a lump or something." I don't know, I forgot what she said, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then she was like, and you could just see it, you know, in her face. It's like the internal battle of let's not freak out because we got business to do, but at the same time, this is what's going on, you know, with me. And it was the probably thing that was mostly kind of messing her up, which at the same time, I wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have said anything. So it's absolutely true. You know, I didn't know that, you know, you were going through that because we're just kind of working and the same thing with you. You, of course, I know.
Well, I want to add a few things. I just want to put that message out there that breast cancer is not the way it used to be 30 years ago. There's been so much research and money put into the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and it's considered a treatable condition if it's found early. And there's so many treatments out there, and I'm a living proof.
Yeah. Yes,
It just takes, you
absolutely.
have to stay positive and want to fight. You have to, because my mission's not over.
No.
I do have other purposes, and, you know, I just want to help people that are going through this, or they potentially they will go, or, you know, my son told me once, Mom, you always tell me there's never giving up on our family.
That's it.
So you always tell me kindness doesn't hurt. Okay. And then if you can say one good thing to somebody one day, you have no idea how much you will impact them for the rest of their life. So,
Absolutely.
so we have to follow that. And I just want to put out there, there's so much that we're lucky to be in this day and age and have the opportunity to have the help and support and the treatments that they're offered nowadays.
Right.
So we have to spread the word.
Yes. And bring awareness, and hopefully
Right.
people will remember. If you haven't scheduled your mammogram, please schedule your mammogram. Get in there, get it done.
And for guys, what do I do?
The chances are very low. You know, I
For
would
both
say
of them?
I would say go ahead and get the prostate exam within the next
Yes.
year or two. Okay.
Episode 4.
Okay.
We're going to talk about.
But yes.
Okay, well.
Javi, I have noticed in the last couple of months, though, that you not only are the Zumba queen, but you've quite become the spin queen, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love her in the class.
Yeah, I've seen you in the spin room,
Yes.
and you bring that positive energy. And sometimes I see you get up on the stage and dance
Yes,
while
I
everybody's
do.
spinning.
Yes, I
Such
do.
a good time. It's like a party
Yes.
when Javi's in the spin room.
I love it. I love it. I didn't before, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
when Daniel came and subbed that one day. I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, I remember
trouble.
that too. Yeah. You were hollering in the back. You were like, woo.
So when I go to Rebel Fitness, everything that happens at the hospital goes away.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love my job. I really enjoy my job. The being a manager and having 2 departments, surgery department, it's just like a lot. Some days I enjoy it. I love it, but I need to, that's my outlet. It's my other family.
That's
So
It is. And
I encourage everybody to come there.
yes, we'd like to invite everybody in Santa Clarita to come join us. We do give away a free 5-day pass, and not 5-day, it's 5 free classes that you can actually use throughout a 90-day period. So you don't
That's
have
great.
to use it all at once. Please come in, try our classes. We have a wide variety of things we offer, from weight training to Zumba, yoga, circuit training. There's a little bit of everything for all, and our signature hot boxing that you
All right.
won't find anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by D-Force himself.
That's right. D-Force.
Yeah. One of the things that we were moved to do, my partners and I, for the month of October is we'd like to invite any breast cancer survivors or their caretakers, because when you go through something like that, it's not just you going through it, it's the person taking care of you and your family. So if you're a breast cancer survivor or a caretaker, we'd love to invite you to our gym for the month of October for free in honor of breast cancer awareness. So we'd love to see you. Come on in. Our phone number at the gym is 661-383-9030. And you can find us on the rebelfitnesscamp.com. Our schedule is there. My name is Vanessa, and I'd love to meet you, talk to you, and support you on your journey.
Absolutely, yes. And Javi, where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Well, at the Rebel Fitness Camp, of
what
course.
days?
I didn't know that. Just kidding.
Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 9 a.m. And then now we just started up again our Wednesday evening class, which
Yeah,
was
how
successful
was
last
that?
night.
I saw that picture.
It was
so
awesome.
much fun.
Yes, too much fun, actually. And that starts at 7 p.m. every Wednesday.
What are the best parts of those Zumba classes? Is it usually a slow warm up to get everyone kind of, let's say, in your zone, or is it a kind of a slow, like towards the middle everyone like gets it, or is it just everyone just pops off? And
when I open up the class, it's, you're here to have a good time. No one cares what you look like. Right. Don't worry about anybody else. They're worrying about themselves. Just have a good time, smile, and that's all we're here for. Mm-hmm. And so I think that just kind of breaks the ice a little bit. And then once we start getting going, that's when things start getting loose. And then, just the fact that I yell and scream and walk up to them and, encourage them even more just helps a little bit.
And to be honest,
Sure does
dance
help.
skills are not required.
No, they are not.
I have 2 left feet, and it is a class that will be fun for all, even
Yes.
if you don't have any dance skills.
Beginners, advanced, everybody is
Yes.
welcome. Yes.
Yeah.
And what about you, Felicia? You talked about your son. Now your son is a very is turning into
Quite the athlete.
yeah, quite the athlete.
Well, I put both my children in the competitive swimming because I felt like they needed discipline. They needed something to not that I didn't discipline them enough. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's important.
No, I found that any sport is because I was an athlete when I was younger too, so it kind of defined me who I am today, and it just gives you goals and it makes you really accomplished, and it gives you a sense of confidence. So I put Johnny was very shy when he was when he was in middle school, so I put him on swimming. So he enjoyed it so much that he ended up competitive level. And then he ended up going and swimming in college too. He went and swam for the banana slugs.
Wow.
UC Santa Cruz. He was the most valuable athlete at some point. I mean, he was a very accomplished young man. So, and I told him, no sitting around in my house. This is not a hotel. Okay. And there's no giving up. Okay. So, and now he's an engineer, graduated UC Santa Cruz. He's currently working and employed. And with him being an athlete all his life, I mean, he was looking forward to be, and he just absolutely enjoys coming to the Rebels. He said, I would be there every day, but he works in LA. So, and it's also applied to medical schools this year. So he's been quite busy. But every moment he has, he said, my favorite day of the week is Sunday, because on Sunday I get to work out with my mom at Rebel Fitness, and then we go have breakfast together and we catch up from the week.
I love
That's
awesome.
And then he loves Vanessa, he loves Shay, Danielle. He's like,
Okay.
I can't, yes. And my daughter is following his footsteps. Fitness is part of our life, and I encourage that. And no matter what you do, when you go and ride a bike or you go take a walk, and it's so important to do that every day, because it just kind of brings you a different perspective in your mind. It makes you happy, and it releases endorphins, and then good energy, and then when you go and do it at Rebel Fitness, everybody's so friendly, and I'm not worried what I'm gonna wear, because nobody's gonna judge me.
Nobody cares.
Daniel might say something, but
I'm not gonna say something.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it is it's the highlight of my day, actually.
It's our
So,
place where
right.
we get 1 hour to ourselves.
Yes.
To give to ourselves what our body needs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, well, you can find us in social media. You can find us in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Javi's TikTok. Do you have a username?
Your friend Javi.
Your friend Javi on TikTok.
Yes.
And of course, the Rebel Fitness podcast. Like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you we'll see you next time, and we'll see you in some classes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
having
so
us
much
here.
for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Very nice.
Yay.